So my perspective is, and this is because I've had several near death experiences, and I always, for whatever reason, since I was 18 and worked with that motivational speaker, I always say every time I go up on stage, every time I come to do an interview, every time I'm filming, every time I'm doing anything really, even meeting with friends, I say, okay, in 2 hours I could get hit by a bus and everything could be over. This life is over. And this could be my last opportunity to really spend time with these people. This could be my last opportunity to teach, to inspire, to be really present here and now in the thing that's I'm being called to in this moment. So I'm going to go all out and just be super present and like really be in this moment with my heart, with my brain, with my soul, right? All of it. On the flip side of that, the thing I didn't mention before the show is I also could get hit by a bus and it could literally just pop up a screen that says, would you like to restart or would you like to go to the waiting room? So we might be living in a computer simulation and maybe all of this is not serious at all. So I tend to bounce between those two beliefs where I'm like, okay, this is super intense and serious. And it's probably all a video game anyways. So, kind of take whichever side feels good for you.
That's so funny. Okay, so one of the final questions I'd love to ask is something we ask all of our guests here on the I Heart My Life show. So what is one way our listeners can create a life that's better than their dreams? Because we all know the mind only takes us so far. We're capable of so much more. So what is one way they can create a life better than their dreams?
Unless you're driving, don't do this. But if you're not driving and you're not walking and you're safe, close your eyes, breathe through your belly, through your nose. Allow your belly to really expand. Do a really shallow, slow breath out through your nose, allowing your belly to collapse. One more time, breathe in through your nose, through your belly to the best of your ability. Not a big breath, just nice and shallow, just being really present with it and breathing all the way out through the belly. We're gonna do one last one, breathing in through the nose, through the belly, shallow breath. Just enjoying what it smells like, unless you farted, and breathe all the way out, breathing out through your nose, through your belly. Maybe you have a kid near you who's got a poopy diaper. And then open your eyes and realize that when you can connect with yourself, you can be really present. Something I do all the time is I'll wiggle my two fingers together like this and just feel the skin against each other, just really feeling what it feels like to be super present with my body, with these sensations that are right here and right now. And if you can train yourself to feel this many, many times a day, there's a little, not a voice, but there's a feeling that's always guiding you to the perfect thing. And it's this feeling. It's not a thought, it's a feeling, right? And that feeling can be translated into thoughts. And that's what the simplest way I can explain, like following your heart or following your intuition. If you ever are like, oh, it's tough for me, I don't know what it's saying, you can just get really, really present just by doing this, just by breathing in and out through the belly. This is my favorite one. Sometimes if I'm really distractible, I'll do two and I'll rub my feet together at the same time and I'll do a lot of physical movements all at once so I can get super, super present and distract myself with many things at the same time. You ever done this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
really tough for people to do.
Patting your head, rubbing your
So it'll take
chest.
your
Yeah.
mind off a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so as you do these like more complicated physical things that don't take a lot of energy or effort, brings you to that present moment and maybe makes you giggle. And hopefully giggling is the easiest way to be like with your spirit, right? To really like let go of your thoughts is like just allow a giggle. It's why I make poopy diaper jokes and things like that, right? Because it allows you to sort of let go of whatever's happening in that present tension so that you can be available for that present openness, which is always there. It's always there, no matter what is going on, even a life or death situation. If you can just get really present, there's a feeling in you that's always guiding you to the most perfect, most beautiful outcome possible. And you don't have to understand where it's going. You have to understand like why it wants you to do that. You just have to follow it. Just kind of follow the knowing. And I practice this in a lot of like really silly, almost meaningless ways where I'll be like, when I'm driving today, I have like an extra 10 minutes on this drive than I thought. I'm going to take a right turn here because it just feels good. I'm going to take that right turn. And that's how you can sort of build a relationship with the intuition and the feelings in your body. When you're walking down the street, you're like, I'm going to stand still for 10 seconds because it just feels good to do that. Just keep that relationship and just do those little things sometimes and have fun with it. And just, again, you listen to that like weird intuition. You're like, I wonder what's going to happen right now. And I have so many every single day. Crazy things happen. I just like listen to that And then suddenly someone will come up and talk to me that I had no idea I would meet that day. Just miracles. And as Jan and Monica define miracles, it's things that are outside of your current awareness that then come into your awareness that radically shift either direction of your life or the speed at which things are occurring. And I think that's beautiful. Are you open to miracles?